Hello friends, in this video let us see about IMS Content Management System in Moodle. The IMS Content Packaging Specification helps to store chunks of material in standard format that can be reused in different systems without any conversion. The IMS Content Package module enables such content packages to be uploaded as a zip file and added to your course as a resource. So always remember your IMS content package will support only zip file. The content is usually displayed over several pages with navigation between the pages. There are various options for displaying content in a pop-up window with a navigation menus or buttons, etc. An IMS content package may be used for presenting multimedia content and animation. This is all about the introduction to IMS. Now moving towards the steps for creating content management. There are 4 steps involved. Step number 1, we need to download the content creating software from the internet. So this software, EXE learning software, is an open source software. So you can download this software in the available URL. The second step, you need to create your e-learning content, which may be a Word file, image, audio or video format using the EXE software. After creating your content, the third step is to save your file and export as Scrum or IMS extension in your system. By default, the system will always save the EXE output as zip format. The last and final step is to upload your zip file in IMS using the file uploader section. Now I will tell you how to download your EXE software. So you have to go to www.exelearning.net/en. This is the home page for your EXE Learning. This is a free and open source editor used for creating educational resource content. When you scroll down, according to your system requirement, you can download the software for Linux, for Windows, for Apple. I am having a Windows operating system. So you have to click the portable version for Windows. When you click this link, automatically an exe file will be downloaded. You have to extract that exe file. When you extract the exe file, you can see a folder. Inside your downloads, you can see a folder known as exe.lib. You have to open that folder exe.lib. Scroll down, you can see exe, which is an application. You have to double click this application and move towards the final step of installation. You have to click next, select the storage drive where you want to store the software, and at last give finish button to complete your installation of exe software. So once you install, you'll be getting the exe environment like this. So this is your exe uh, software page. So I will open a new project. So once you download, you will be getting the exe learning page like this, and this is the opening page. You have to wait for some time. This is the home page of exe software. There are 4 menus available: file, tools, style, help. So this is the place where you are going to create your e-learning content. Fine. So let us start. I will tell you what are the options available. In the left hand side, there is an outline navigator available. This is the place where we are going to create pages. For example, this is my home page. Okay, so I want my home page to be renamed as my subject name. Okay, for this you have to click home and you have to select the rename option. So once you click the rename option, change the rename the home name to your subject name. So I am creating the IMS content for data structures. Click OK. So my home page will be changed as data structure. So in your right hand side, that is this is your content navigator page. So you can see the data structure which is renamed in home section. Now inside the home section you have to add page. Fine. So for that click add page. So under data structure home page you can create a topic. Okay, say for example I'm going to rename the topic as unit 1. So rename the topic as unit 1. Give OK. So under this topic unit 1, now I am going to add some material inside unit 1. So to add some material or to add some text or document inside the topic unit 1, you have to go down and look into iDevices menu. Okay, so under iDevices menu, the first option is your text and task. So you have to click on the text. So once you click the text, you can see a page opening in your right hand side content navigator page. So here give the title for the content. So I am giving the title as unit 1 introduction. Then you can start typing the content for unit 1, or else if you are having a Word document you can copy the content. You can copy the content available in your Word file and you can paste in the text box. Control V, you can paste like this. So once you paste, it will be pasted as a simple text or plain text. Okay, without embedding any images, it will be pasted like this. Fine. So after copying the content for unit 1 introduction, now you have to save. So for save, the tick mark, the tick button, it is used to save your work. So click this button. So your unit 1, under unit 1 topic, you have created the content for unit 1. Now when you want to create a subtopic under unit 1, you have to go to unit 1 in the left hand side, click add pages. Okay, that is under unit 1 you are going to create and one more section for unit 1, and I want to rename your unit 1 section. Okay, so I am going to rename it as introduction. Introduction to C program. Give OK. So inside the introduction to C program section, now I want to add some text. So for that you have to come down to iDevices, select text. So once you select the text, you have to give the title. Okay, so I'm going to give the title as structure of C program. Okay, so inside introduction I'm going to give the title as structure for the C program. For this I'm having a ready-made notes available for structure of C program, or else you can type it, align it, you can embed the source from the internet. So this is my text available. So control it, control C, come down, you can paste here. So whenever you are pasting, your text will be pasted only as a simple text or a plain text. Can you understand? So for example, here I wanted to have the image for simple C program structure. You can search in the internet for structure of C program. Go to images. You can copy the image. Directly you can copy the image. Come to your exe software. you can paste it. So the images can be directly embedded inside your text box. After checking for the alignment, after checking for the content, you have to save this section. So click on the tick button. So the second topic is also created. Introduction to, once I click the introduction to C program, I am getting the structure of C program with the image and the corresponding content below the image. Okay, now I want to go for the next section. Okay, that is, I want to add a new page. For that, once again click on the add page. So under unit 1 C program, I am going to add a video. Okay, so you rename it, you rename the section, rename as video for structure of C program, give OK. Now you have to add your text or task. So you go to the text, click on the text. Here you are going to add your videos. So give a title, structure for C program video. Then there are a lot of options available. I want to insert or embed a video media. I want to insert or edit embedded media. There is an option available, you can see here. Click on that option. Now locate your video present in your system. So this is my video, structure of a C program .mp4. You select your video, click open and give OK. So your video will be embedded inside your text box. Then click done button. So this done button, it is used to save your file. Alright, so I have created my e-learning content for data structure. So inside the data structure course, I am having the unit 1 contents, the unit 1 syllabus, and the first topic under unit 1 is introduction to C program, which has the structure of C program. And the structure of C program will have a video followed by the material. Able to understand? So now I have created my e-learning content. Now I have to save it. Okay, so go to file, save. So it will ask you where to save your work. By default you select a location which is easy to remember and save your work. So I am saving the file. So when you save the file, the extension of the file will be ELP. So first save your e-learning content. After saving your package, you have to export. So wait for some time until the entire project package gets saved. Okay, now your e-learning package got saved in my system. Now you have to go for export. So go to file, export. How you want to export? I want to export as an educational standard under IMS content package. Fine. So go to file, export, educational standard, IMS content package. So give a title. I am giving it as data structures unit 1. If you want give description, then add the author name for the content. Author, give the author name as your name. Then click save and export. So it is asking for the general description, so you add some description. I am giving it as DS unit 1 materials, give a general description, then at last click save and export. So it is asking me where to store. Okay, it is asking me in which folder I want to store. So I have created a folder for Moodle LMS. So here I am going to store. So I am creating as data structure IMS. Give a file name for the exported package. Then click save. Wait for some time. So you can see a message like exported to. I have saved under my downloads under the folder Moodle LMS, and see the file format, it is saved under zip format, data structure underscore IMS dot zip. So always your IMS content management software supports only files which are saved as zip format. Now go to your Moodle. So this is my Moodle homepage for fundamentals of data structures in C. So under topic 1, I am going to create my IMS content. So before uploading my IMS content, ensure whether turning editing is on. So go to turn editing is on. Turn editing is on. Then under topic 1, that is your unit 1, I am going to add an activity or resource. So click add an activity or resource. You have to select your IMS resource. So under the resource you can find IMS content packages. Select that package, click add button. Give a general name for your IMS content. So I am giving it as data structure unit 1 IMS. If you want, you can add a description, but it is not mandatory. Now you have to choose your file. Fine. Either you can click the choose file, or you can drag and drop your file, or else you can drag and drop your file. So this is the new file, data structure underscore IMS. I am dragging my file, dropping inside Moodle IMS. Wait for some time until the entire zip folder is uploaded 100%. The maximum size you can upload is 500 MB. So once the zip file is 100% uploaded, you can see a blue line, the blue color font which is changed for the file that is uploaded. There are some common module settings available. If you want to restrict this particular IMS, you can go and add the restriction. That, say for example, if you want to restrict a certain student from accessing this content, means you can go and restrict the access. You can add the activity completion time. Say for example, you want to make all the student to watch your content within a stipulated time. You can set the date and time. After this time, this activity will not be opened in their login. Then click save and display. Finally you have to select save and display. Okay, so this is how my IMS package will be displayed. Okay, so the topic name is data structure. I have to go to unit 1. So you under unit 1 I am having the entire syllabus and the unit 1 topics. Then I can make use of the navigation button, right hand side button. You can go to the first topic under unit 1, introduction to C program. Structure of C program image is embedded inside the text box. I am having the description for the structure of C program. Then if I go to the next page using the navigator, right navigator, you can see the video for the C program. Click on that video. You can see the video playing inside your IMS content. So in this video, the linking is successful. Without any streaming problem, your video gets played inside your IMS package. So this is all about your IMS content management in Moodle. So this IMS package will help all the teachers to create their own e-learning content and makes it very useful for the student to learn the course. Thank you.